Alright guys, welcome back. Master here again with My Hero Academia. We got chapter 247 this week. Last week it started off like, cool, real cool. It started off cool, but the ending, just got me so pumped. So we open with Shigaraki talking to the doctor, and the doctor is basically explaining, like, my theory that no one took seriously except All For One is that the quirks will eventually outgrow the human body, and we'll all lose control, and we won't be human anymore, essentially, is what he was getting at, I felt. So he said we have to come up with a way to reinforce the body to be able to handle the evolving quirks. Interesting concept. He says he calls it quirk singularity, and all for one is the only one that took him seriously. Pardon me. And he's telling Shigaraki's getting, like, he's shirtless and he's getting into this, like, dentist chair. And he says, he's basically agreeing to undergo this transformation. It's going to make him more powerful. And the doctor says if there will be 4 months of excruciating agony, but if you can overcome it, you will be able to do anything. No one will be able to stop you. You'll even be able to tame One for All, which All for One never could. And we got this cool shot of him with, like, butterfly wings. I mean, it was cool. I don't think that's what he'll actually look like. I think that was more symbolic, but it was really a cool shot. And then we cut to Endeavor a little bit. We're kind of cutting between Endeavor and Hawks. And Hawks is kind of thinking to himself while he's going to talk to the dude, the head of Detnerat. And he's like, I'm glad I stole those kids' glory, because now these guys are underestimating him, so that's going to work out. I can't really... And he's also talking about how he's walking too far, so where his feather surveillance, he's losing contact. And then we cut to Endeavor, and he's finishing up the message from Hawks. And it says, 4 months, we need to bolster our troops. And then we have, with the sidekicks, we have Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki being told, like, Shoto is going to be with Endeavor, but you two, you're going to be with us because he didn't want you. And they're like, no, bullshit. Bakugo's like, no, I'm going to be with him. And Deku's like, don't worry. And then Endeavor busts out, and he's thinking to himself, he's like, so these students, are they our insurance policy? Because we need to bolster our troops. Are they... And he's kind of thinking to himself, he's like, no. They're going to be in this. They're ready. And he's like, Deku, Bakugo. Well, he says, Shoto, Deku, Bakugo. You're with me. And that's the end of the chapter. Well, no, sorry. That's not the end of the chapter. Then we cut back to Hawks, and he's thinking about, you guys think you're going to... He's thinking about the villains. You guys think you're really setting this up. You think you're being slick, but we're going to be ready for you. And then we get... This is what got me hyped. I don't know why. I mean, it's pretty simple, but it just got me pumped, dude. We see, like, 90% of Tabata's characters. Like, we just get shots of everybody. Like, I think it was 2 or 3 pages of just shots of everyone. Anyone you can think of, almost anyone you can think of, they were there in some shot. There's a lot of the students, and it looked like they were on their work studies or whatever, internships. And then... we even see Mirio and Eraser and, like, everybody, and we see Eri and her horns back. And this is what we've been waiting for to get Mirio's power back. Is him getting his power back will be in some way from Eri, and her growing her horn back means she's getting the power back. So, just a real hype ending to the chapter. Got me pumped up, and I'm excited for this week and beyond. So let's get started. My Hero Academia, chapter 247. We open with, I don't recognize this girl, just some profile shot of some girl. And then we get status report. That's the name of the chapter. We're outside of some building with an E over the door. Did I say Tabata? I was thinking Black Clover earlier. Horikoshi, my bad. And then we got, from here on, I will train the 3 of you. So this is Endeavor. The number 1 hero's direct guidance. But before that... However, before that, tell me about yourselves. I've got no idea. Alright. What is your current challenge? What do you wish to be able to do? Deku says, I want to be able to control my power and be able to move at maximum performance. Endeavor says, let's see. You were the kid that with that self-destructive power. Yes, sir. I've since found a method of restraining the power to prevent self-damage. And we got Endeavor flashing back to Deku blowing his hand up, basically. And Deku says, however, the reason I came here is, well, how should I put it? And Endeavor's looking at him like, hurry up. And Deku says, I've developed a secondary, or rather, my quirk has begun to manifest itself in a different form. And Endeavor says, show me. And Deku immediately shoots about 6 inches, 6 inches of that black rope out of his glove. He says, if I concentrate while limiting the output power to its minimum, this is the extent of what I can control right now. Without limiting the power, it'll overflow and end up going wild. Endeavor pauses. What did you mean earlier by maximum performance, and what do you want to do with that? And Deku says, originally, this was supposed to be a versatile whip-like power. I want to turn this power from a risk to an asset. But now, I'm thinking about whether I can incorporate elements from my new move, Air Force. I haven't told you about Air Force yet, have I? Oh, God. And Deku's nerdy ass. We got a book here. Cool shot of Deku talking to Endeavor, and it looks like Endeavor's listening, but here we go. Air Force is an air pressure-based long-distance offensive move. Oh, Deku's got a long-distance move? But unfortunately, using it requires power beyond what my body is currently capable of handling. As of the present, my body is capable of handling 10 to 15% of my full power without any extraneous load. But since Air Force requires about 20%, it ends up going a bit above my current limitations. As a result of this, while using Air Force does not leave me with any major injuries, it induces pain throughout my body, ultimately hindering my mobility in battle. As such, I've recently been practicing a technique in which I momentarily raise my body's maximum limits. If I could apply this same technique to Black Whip, I should theoretically be able to use it in battle. However, controlling this power and moving around simultaneously adds another layer of complexity, and, unfortunately, exceeds the limits of what I'm capable of processing. I've been training to process both movement and control in parallel, but unfortunately, it has not been going as well as I've been hoping. ... And then we got that fire sidekick lady. Do you ever stop talking? I didn't understand a damn word. And Shoto says, self-analysis, huh? And Bakugo's like, shut up. And then Endeavor. In other words, you want to learn to micromanage your power output while in battle. And then the sidekick lady's like, damn, you actually got all that? The title of #1 isn't just for show. Alright, fair enough. Endeavor looks. He says, if we're just talking power, his quirk rivals that of All Might's. It is All Might's. Just saying. Endeavor closes his eyes, open his eye. Cool shot of him. You've got a quite burdensome quirk there. It seems like you're also in the same boat as us. All right, what about you? Oh no. And then Dex says, what boat? And then we got Bakugo. Rather than what I can do, I came to find out what I can't. The sidekick lady, you sure can talk, can't you? And he says, can you just shut up? What are you even doing here? She says, I'm standing by. Bakugo says, I'm being serious, damn it. My quirk explosion lets me do anything I want it to do. Even with just a single quirk, I can become the strongest. It even highlights Deku behind him. That's a shot at Deku, even with just a single quirk. And we got a flashback of Kid Bakugo blowing shit up in his hand and Deku looking on. And we got them, just a couple different shots of them through the time. We got, I think this is after their last fight. And he says, but I've learned that pure strength isn't enough to become strong. A perfect 4-0 with no injuries. A perfect 4-0 with no injuries. Truly a victory fit for the strongest. I think that was back at the festival. And we got Bakugo in the present. In order to surpass the #1 hero, I came here to find what I'm missing. Endeavor says, this guy. Very well. Oh, that was a thought, this guy. And then he says, very well. With that, let's head straight to... And Shoto says, what about my turn? Endeavor turns around, yelling, "What are you talking about? Your goal is flash fire, right?" And Shoto, cool shot of Shoto here. I love the artwork of my hero. Shoto says, "After years of having my quirk beaten into me by you as a kid, I limited myself to only my right side in battle." And we got Endeavor, and we got Shoto looking at his left arm. "Looking back, it was unavoidable. My resentment for you outweighed anything else. But after I entered UA," he's looking at his left hand, "and began competing with these guys," and we see Bakugo and Deku, "and everyone else, my eyes were opened. Endeavor, in the end, I'm acting exactly how you wanted me to act." And Endeavor's looking on him. And we got a flashback of back right after the festival with Shoto in the hallway with Endeavor. And he says, "Even if that works for you as a student, you'll hit your limits soon." Oh, that was Endeavor back then. "After you graduate, come to me. I'll show you the path of power." And then we are back to Shoto in the present. "But remember this, the person I strive to be is the hero I once watched on TV with my mother and siblings. I came here of my own free will to grow as an experienced hero and become a person worthy of the title of hero." Cool shot of Shoto. I like this. "I came here to use you. Sorry, but it was too convenient not to, number one. So stop trying to act all father-like with me in front of my friends." Damn. Going in. Endeavor even looks a little shook. "As a hero, the one known as Endeavor is an incredible hero, truly amazing." So we got flashbacks of, we got a current shot of Endeavor in the now, and behind him we got flashbacks of Shoto's past. "But I still haven't forgiven you for everything you've done to Mother. I'll be watching to see what you do as a father from here on out." Deku looks sad. Bakugo's just looking on, and then the sidekick lady is like, "Huh?" And then, "When he came here on his own free will," I'm sure this is an Endeavor thinking, "I thought he had finally opened his heart to me. I've misunderstood this whole time." And then he says, "All right. I'll train all three of you as heroes. Rescue, evacuation, and suppression. These are the three fundamentals required of all heroes. Most agencies..." Oh, so the building with the E. Endeavor's building. Duh. "These are the three fundamentals required of all heroes. Most agencies are established on a foundation of either rescue or suppression. However, my agency is not the same." Now we all of a sudden got the four of them walking about in the city. "We are grounded in all three of these fundamentals." We got Deku with the shot of the city behind him. "Memorize every last detail about your jurisdiction. Don't let a single irregularity slip by." Then we got Bakugo. I'm not sure what the flashback thing is behind him. "Be on site faster than anyone else." And then we got Shoto with the flashback thing behind him. "Minimize all casualties by keeping all citizens as far away as possible." And then we got a shot of Endeavor's the back of his head. "These are the basics of basics: parallel processing and unparalleled speed. When I'm done, these will all be natural to you." And Deku says, "Parallel processing." "It's all about putting together what you've gained. In UA, you've gained perseverance, and now you will gain experience." And Deku's looking inspired. And then Endeavor says, "Keep stacking one experience after another, and the three of you will overcome your challenges with experience. During this winter break, show me that you can eliminate heroes even faster than me." Eliminate heroes? "Surpass your limits. Surpass the number one hero." Cool shot of the three of them behind Endeavor. End of the chapter. That was pretty cool. We actually got Endeavor stepping up, and he's thinking that this was a chance to be a father, and Shoto shuts him down. He's like, "No, and that's not what this is about. I'm here to get stronger, and you're the one, and you can help me achieve that." So, I mean, that was cool. Cool chapter. I really like this chapter. A lot of good artwork in this chapter. I'm embarrassed it took me so long to realize that was Endeavor's building. I love how they have Deku with the book, and Endeavor is just like, "Yeah, alright, yeah. So this is what you're saying." So that's cool. Endeavor really is, I mean, he's the number one hero for a reason. He's a dick to Shoto, but yeah, really cool chapter. I like this. I'm excited for the future. I mean, like I said, that last couple of pages from last week just got me like hyped. I'm ready for more. So I'm excited. My Hero's in a great place right now. The three I've been reviewing, Black Clover, One Piece, and My Hero, all are in really good places right now. Black Clover probably isn't more of a build up than the other two. I don't know. My Hero's kind of in a build up too, but One Piece, we're about to get right in the action of One Piece. But awesome chapter. I really liked it. I hope you guys liked it as much as I did. And until next time.